Today we're checking out another iteration of the new censored Furitek motor system, this time for the Ascent 18. I just recently did this for the SCX24. You can check that video in the description down below if you would like. This censored system is going to level up our crawling performance by giving the motor and the ESC a direct line of communication via a sensor wire. That should result in an ultra-linear power curve, which is exactly what we want in our mini crawlers. Now, while this is not a true plug and play, you will have to upgrade your radio to run this system. It is a very easy installation and provides big power gains. I've got a Furitek system in here now running the mini Komodo on the sensorless system. So we're going to compare the two systems back to back to see if we can tell the difference. And of course, we're going to go over the key features and hit the rocks and have some fun. So let's check it out. All right, let's check this thing out. You might get some background noise. I got the 3D printer going, so hopefully it's not too bad. Here's our kit. So far, this only comes in the kit with the ESC and the motor. No integration with the stock radio, as we've seen in other kits. I think it was the Torpedo, which is what I have on here currently. So you are going to need to upgrade your radio to run this in its current state because it won't interface with the stock ESC and receiver combo. Here's the whole complete kit here. Key differences between this and the SCX24 version that we looked at prior: there's no external motor mount. So you've got this little plate here on the motor. That's going to serve as your motor mount, so this should bolt right up to the Ascent 18 transmission. We've got a battery adapter here to work with the Ascent 18 plugs. We can undo that if we want to just run the PH 2.0s, which we'll probably do. 120 bucks for the kit as you see it here. So it is a little bit more money to go with the censored system. There's more hardware and arguably better performance, which we'll put to the test. Looking at the motor itself, so the very familiar micro Komodo brushless motor, tried and true performance here from Furitek. The only rework to this is the integration of the censored functionality, which utilizes internal Hall sensors inside the motor to give the ESC real-time data on where the rotors are in the motor. Now, the benefits of this is that with a sensorless system, the ESC has to guess where the rotors are. And that poses some problems sometimes because there can be some miscommunication, especially in very, very low RPMs. Until you get to the threshold of normal operating RPMs. There can be some mismatch in there with the ESC guessing where the rotors are, and that's what leads to some of the cogging and the hesitation. So optimistically, with a censored system, you get real-time accurate information between the motor and the ESC, and that should give you seamless power delivery throughout all RPMs, starting from the very, very bottom, which is exactly what we want and a brushless motor system for our rock crawlers. The MicroPython ESC, again, very little changes to this other than the censored capability. Still a 25 amp brushless ESC. We have our Bluetooth dongle here that's going to give you all the functionality in the FuriCar app, so you can tune this on the fly. 5 amp BEC on this, capable of up to 7.4 volts to your servo. Another thing to keep in mind too, generally with a censored system, you lose some of the waterproofing or water resistance capabilities. Now, I'm not sure exactly to what extent that occurs in this model. I know that the previous Pythons, the MicroPythons, were a sealed waterproof and dustproof design. I think with the addition of the censored function, that goes away. I think it's water resistant, not waterproof. But this should be a pretty slick installation. I'm going to put it in my Ascent 18 IR60 build here, one of my favorite trucks. I love this thing. I got this new Endura hardbody just for this video. We're going to give it a refresh, spruce it up a little bit. This is currently running the Furitek Mini Komodo, the Outrunner Mini Komodo here. MicroPython as well. Why don't we do a little before and after comparison here to see if we can notice a difference between the censored and the sensorless setup. I'm just going to run it on 2S. This can run up to 3S. We'll try 2 for now. The Mini Komodo, man, this thing is super smooth as is. I'm reluctant to mess with this because it works so well. If you can see just a tiny bit of hitch there. Typically with the Furitek systems, you see it when you exit the FOC range, which is right around 20 to 30% throttle. This one is pretty smooth. very, very linear with this. A little bit of a jump there. Do you see that? It's hard to see. It's so good. I'm really trying to be nitpicky here. Now, maybe it was just me with the trigger. So extremely linear with the current system, but let's see if we can improve it with the censored system. All right, here we are. Motor's installed. It's just super, super slick installation. I love working on these Ascent 18s. Same thing with the TRX 4Ms. Going brushless and doing motor swaps is just super, super simple. So it's all ready to go back in. Good mesh and everything. Pinion gear's already on there, ready to go. I'm just gonna drop this in. We'll fire it up. All right, here we are all installed, ready to go in the build. Did go in, check out the app just to make sure I was good to go. I did have to do a firmware update, which is the same thing I had to do with the SCX24, which resolved some of the heat issues. So hopefully this should run cooler than that one did at first go around. But it's all installed, ready to go. I did my typical settings, which aren't too complicated. I always set a voltage cutoff, limit my reverse to 85%. Oh, I'm dragging my body there. My new body. Transition to the tripod here so that we're doing apples to apples. Nice, silky, silky smooth, so linear. And the previous system was excellent as well. Trying to get a grip on my box there. I'm still getting that same little bit of a jump in there as I was with the previous system. It is so minimal though. It's hard to demonstrate. Right there. Well, and then I feel like I can smooth it out. So I don't know. I think it could be me, could be the system. I'm inclined to think that it's the latter, but boy, this thing feels extremely smooth. Whisper quiet. Cool, let's get it outside. Go try it out on the rocks. We'll try it in some real world and not just on the bench top here. Chilly day in the backyard today, only in the teens today. So this might be a quick one, but at least give this a shot out on the rocks to see how this thing does. I'm running this on 3S now, which I feel is too much. I liked it on 2S more, but tried the 3S for the time being. Getting some hesitation there. Body looks good out here. Really like these IR60s. It's one of those trucks that's like as close to done as I'm ever gonna get, I think. I really like this thing. And now it's just tweaking it. So the Furitek system's nice to put in here. Good addition to this build that I already love. Very smooth, even on 3S, like as slow as you can get it to go. It feels very linear. I almost don't feel like I get any of that hitching on the 3S like I was experiencing on the bench. Just moves through the power band without any issues. Oh, super smooth. Oh, so much control. This gets a little tricky on the Redcat because you can buy the Ascent 18 brushless for $190. which makes you wonder why you would spend the 100 or so extra on a brushless kit for this when that's a pretty good system out of the box. Now, if you already had an Ascent 18 brushed and wanted to do the conversion, well, then it's kind of a no-brainer. Makes a lot of sense to do this kit, but starting fresh, you have to think about what you want to do. I'm getting used to this now on the 3S. It still feels like I got too much wheel speed. This truck is mega capable out here too. I don't know if I'm going to find anything to stress it out. Let's see if we can try a couple tricky lines here. This little section right here is deceptively tough. Let's see if we can find something to try this thing out on. There's that FOC and that linear power just crawling right over it. That's exactly what I want. Perfect. That used to be the challenge line for my mini crawlers. It's funny to see how much the hobby has advanced in a relatively short period of time. Come over here to this other side. This is another deceptively challenging spot to go up this section. See, it's already pushing off to the side. Really hard to find and keep traction here. I'll keep going in that hole. Oh, no. Little sidewinder action there. I'm gonna scratch up my new body. We're taking an interesting approach across the side. Look how planted the thing is. Just gotta creep it, let those tires grip, and they'll just haul us right up there, just like that. I'm getting stuck in. Oh, there we go. Nice job there. Cool, good stuff. Just what I expected from this kit. Is it leaps and bounds better than the Mini Komodo? No, not really. But again, if you were going to start fresh, if you had not done a brushless conversion and were considering one, definitely worth considering given how smooth and linear it is. If you want ultimate control, I think the censored system is the way to go. But does it justify the extra price? That's for you to figure out. It is a nice kit though. All right guys, another great option here from Furitek for the Ascent 18. Like I said during the run footage, if you have a brushless combination in your rig already, I'm not sure if I would trash it and jump out and buy this new kit. The performance is great. It is super linear and smooth, just like you would expect from a censored system. But the difference isn't necessarily game changing over the previous versions of the Furitek systems, especially the Mini Komodo like I had in here before, which was plenty smooth. So I stand by my original opinion on this setup that if you're looking to start over and get a brushless system, this is definitely worth considering. It is a little bit more money. You do sacrifice a little bit of the waterproofing, water resistance. But if you're looking for the smoothest, most linear power curve you can get, and to mitigate as much of that cogging and hesitation down low, the censored system is the way to go. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think of these censored systems for the Ascent 18 here? And if you've tried one, I'm curious to hear your feedback. They are available to order now. I will put a link in the description down below where you can pick this up for yourself. And as always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll see you in the next video.